several people dumped tons of coagulant into the city's drinking water reservoir because a nuclear missile was hurtling toward them at high speed. They hoped this would quickly turn the water into a solid to stop the missile from detonating. Otherwise, the entire city would be destroyed. However, after 10 minutes, the water still hadn't solidified, and the missile was getting closer and closer. Jimmy prepared to use a shovel to stir the water, to make it solidify faster, but the shovel was too short and couldn't even reach the water's surface. There was no time to find other tools, so Jimmy made a bold decision. He quickly jumped into the water and kept stirring the coagulant with the shovel. This indeed worked well, but the solidified water was like quicksand, trapping Jimmy inside. No matter how hard he struggled, he couldn't break free. What was worse, the missile was now less than a kilometer away. If it hit Jimmy, the nuke would still detonate. At this critical moment, his teammates brought in a helicopter. They dropped down a safety rope for Jimmy to grab tightly, planning to use the helicopter's power to pull him up. Unexpectedly, the coagulant's adhesive force was incredibly strong. Even at maximum power, the helicopter couldn't move Jimmy an inch. His teammates were extremely anxious because they didn't have much time left, but Jimmy was much calmer. He grabbed the rope again and quickly dove underwater. After his entire body was submerged, he pulled the rope tight, signaling his teammates to start the helicopter again. Since this time Jimmy's whole body was underwater, there was no pressure difference with the air, so the helicopter easily pulled him up. Meanwhile, the missile arrived exactly at the spot where Jimmy had been trapped. Just like that, using simple physics and chemistry knowledge, they saved the lives of 3 million people in the city. But before they could celebrate for long, the intelligence agency received bad news. The terrorists who had just failed still weren't giving up, were now planning to drop biological weapons over the city. So how would Jimmy and his team deal with this?